Hi, my name is Chris Young, and I have a strange problem with my Radio Master Pocket CC2500. The audio files don't seem to play the sounds that they're supposed to play. I'm going to demonstrate this for you. When you play them on a PC using a media player, they say one thing. When you play them on the transmitter, they say something else. So, as you can see, I have a disability. I have a friend here who's pushing the buttons for me, so you'll hear us talking back and forth a couple of times. Here's a demo of what's going on. This is really bizarre. As you can see in this screenshot, under my model's special functions, switch A overrides channel 3, the throttle, and forces it to -100. It also plays the sound file, throttle cut, and throttle active. This screenshot shows I have no global functions set. We turn on the transmitter.
Welcome to HTX.
When you press switch A, it says pressure cut and pressure active.
Throttle active. Throttle cut. Throttle active. Throttle cut.
It should say throttle cut and throttle active. We plug in a USB cable to connect it to my PC. The transmitter now appears as a USB drive on my PC. Let's move the window down. Navigate to Sounds, and then EN for English. And then we're going to scroll down a bunch. I'll edit that out. Now we're going to play the throttle cut file directly from the transmitter.
Throttle cut. Throttle cut.
So that proves my point. When you play that file on the PC, it says throttle. When you play it on the transmitter, it says pressure. And it's the same for all of the various throttle commands. I downloaded and unzipped a fresh copy of the sound package from the HTX website. Let's play one of those files.
Throttle cut. Throttle cut.
So the fresh copy from the website says throttle. Let's copy that file into a temporary folder and rename it to THR-TST, or throttle test. Then we will drag and drop it onto the transmitter. Just for fun, we'll play it one more time.
Throttle cut.
Now we eject the USB drive that is the transmitter, just to make sure everything is okay. We unplug the USB, then hit the model button and navigate over to special functions. When we get there, you might notice that switch A down is already on THR test. That was from a previous effort. So we're going to change THR cut to THR TST. Gotta scroll down. Where is it? It's here somewhere. There we go. Select that. I've edited out the part where I fixed switch down to be throttle act. We're going to hit return a bunch of times to go back to the opening screen. You'll hear when I cycle button A, it still says pressure and not throttle. Okay. Hit the top right button.
Throttle active.
Hit again.
Throttle cut.
We're going to power cycle the device, and then we'll press the switch A button. Okay.
Welcome to HTX. Throttle cut. Low rate. Throttle active. Throttle cut. Throttle active.
Now I've heard there's something called a poly wave file that allows you to put multiple streams in one file. I've found two different programs that are supposed to be able to detect and split poly files. One is called DaVinci Resolve, and here I'm loading it up. We'll open up a blank test project I created before. We'll drag and drop THRACT into the program. This is from the unmodified sound package that I downloaded. Let's play it.
Throttle cut.
If this was a poly file, when I insert it into the timeline, you would see multiple tracks. DaVinci Resolve does not think it's a poly file.
Throttle cut.
Another program called Wave Agent is supposed to be able to handle poly wave files, and when I loaded the file into it, it did not recognize it as a poly file. We navigate to the right folder and load up the file. As you can see, it's not a polywave file. Here I've copied all the throttle sound commands into a single folder, and I'm going to convert them with a file conversion program. Note that I've selected 16-bit mono 16 kHz. Now we're going to drag and drop those converted files onto the SD card. A quick test play first.
Throttle active.
We've got the radio plugged into the computer. The first time I tried this, it didn't work, but eventually it did.
Throttle active.
Again.
Throttle cut.
Do it again.
Throttle active.
Push the left stick up. Alright. That's all we need. Here's a demo of all the throttle sound files that I converted.
Throttle active.
Okay, go right. Double click. Yeah.
Throttle cut.
Go right one. Do it again.
Throttle disabled.
Go right. Do it again. Hold and click.
Hold and click.
Yeah.
Throttle enabled.
Go right one more. Do it again.
Throttle hold.
Go right one.
Throttle idle.
Okay. Go right one more. Try that one.
Throttle release.
Go right one. So, in conclusion, there's something weird about those files as they came shipped with the unit and as they were distributed in the latest sound package. Once I converted them, everything does okay.